Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham dhammang sanghang namasami. Dear friends, today I hope that we can try out the Boundless Meditation, which the Buddha recommended in terms of freeing the heart, experiencing the boundless liberation of the heart. Liberated from what? Liberated from greed and restlessness, liberated from hatred and ill will and aggravation, liberated from unclear mind, liberated from doubt, not knowing which way to go. And indeed, in doing this meditation, the Buddha recommended a kind of a preliminary practice to try setting up the good intention to let go or clear away those hindrances, those afflictions. If you look at your own mind before you start the formal meditation and say, how's my mind right now? What kind of emotional weather am I experiencing right now? Is the mind calm or restless? Is the mind caught up in some kind of a reaction, whether it be a reaction of wanting and craving or a reaction of disliking? And using what we know to, not using force, not with brutality, not with self-criticism, but just bring into play what we already know for dispelling these states. So if we feel drowsy and sluggish, just think of energy, and that makes one feel more energetic. If one is feeling aggravated and irritated, just think of kindness and having a kind thought towards whatever it is that's triggering that aggravation. If one is feeling caught up in wanting something, just thinking of equanimity. Just think about calm, patient waiting for whatever is going to arise. And by just bringing up those counter thoughts, helps the heart to settle down, helps the mind to come away from those afflictions or those hindrances, and makes the mind ready for meditation. This is kind of like the moral foundation for success in meditation. But if we might notice that the mind is free from hindrance or free from affliction, this is very subtle. How can you notice something that's not there? So notice the space, the psychological space. Say, anger is not there. There's a space of non-anger. Wanting and wishing, longing is not there. There's a space of freedom from longing. Drowsiness is not there. There's a clear space free from drowsiness. Having done this preliminary thought experiment of visualizing the space of freedom to whatever extent our hindrances are not active right now, to whatever extent we have that freedom right now, then that's setting up for our meditation. Then coming to an upright and balanced meditation posture, making the body as comfortable as possible so that you can stay still without needing to shift around, and balanced so the body can just stay at the center point of that balance without tipping over to the right or the left or forward or backward. It just takes a very small energy to keep the mind in that balanced state. Feeling the weight of the body resting on the cushion or the seat. And the top of the head gently lifting, just as a tree is planted on the earth with the upper branches lifting up towards the sky. And for a few minutes, just noticing the sensations in the body, the touching sensation anywhere in the body, from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet. Taking that thought free from anger. And pervading all around. With that wish, may everyone be free from anger. myself as well as others. All beings in front, all beings behind, all beings on the left, all beings on the right, all beings above me, all beings below me. May all of them be completely free from anger. All of them free from ill will, pervaded by kindness, exalted without limit in every direction, pure metta, free of anger. Free from dukkha and the cause of dukkha. Seeing dukkha falling away and disappearing. For all the beings in every direction, dukkha going away, fading away, completely gone. Everyone in front of me, free of dukkha. All behind, freed from dukkha. All on the left, freed of dukkha. All on the right, free of dukkha. All above me, free of dukkha. All below me, free of dukkha. to myself and to all, free of dukkha. Pervading the whole world with compassion, relieving the suffering of the world, taking away every harm. Boundless, abundant, exalted, experiencing gladness, and projecting gladness to the whole world, free of sorrow, free of jealousy, rejoicing together with all beings in front, with all beings behind, with all beings on the left, with all on the right, with all below, and all above, wishing for their gladness, sharing in their joy. Abundant joy, exalted, unbounded, aware of that contented mind, freed of craving for anything different, accepting the perfection of the moment, the way it really is, equanimous, steady, not disturbed by longing, peaceful and calm. And projecting that calm, peaceful thought to all the beings in front. To all behind. To all on my left. To all on my right. To all above. To all below. Saturating the whole world with the calm, tranquil, equanimous mind. Abundant, exalted, immeasurable calmness to myself as to all, pervading and filling the whole world, saturating every atom with calm tranquility, with equanimity. Dear friends, this is the Boundless Meditation to develop, you could say, the liberation of the heart through loving kindness, or the liberation of the heart, the boundless, the apamana is called the boundless liberation of the heart. I especially brought this meditation today because the sutta that's going to be coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon is giving a bit more context, explanation about this boundless meditation with the tremendous power. You might know, I think all of us have been around Buddhism for a while and have heard different teachings about metta meditation or the Brahma Viharas. The two basic formats that are taught, one is for the different types of people, whether it be starting with oneself, one's parents, teachers, neutral, difficult, and all beings, or some sequence like that, or whether it be the 4 persons system. That's one general approach. And then the second general approach is this boundless idea, not having any particular persons in mind, just arousing the thought of loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, or equanimity, and pushing out into the space around, projecting this thought into the world in all the directions, with this thought of like letting go of the narrow confines of just this the internal self, the internal sensations, the internal thoughts, but visualizing this thought going beyond the individual self and spreading out to the whole world. Depending on your personality or what you have encountered in the Dhamma, one format or the other might be more easy for you or more fruitful for you. But it seems like in reading the suttas that there is definitely an emphasis that this boundless meditation is able to develop deep meditation where one can temporarily experience this liberation of the heart, this boundless liberation of the heart. That's not the same thing as nibbana, but it's a very beneficial, healing, protective state. And having the ability to get there in meditation and to come into that state on a regular basis gives a person all kinds of protections, because it tends to block out unwholesome thoughts or unwholesome states of mind. You cannot simultaneously pervade the world with the thought of kindness and have the thought of doing harm. You cannot simultaneously pervade the world with equanimity and have the thought of craving or sensual desire. And so this is a tremendous protection and safety for us. And it's a way that we can come to our liberation by means of tranquility first and then insight. So this is very powerful for creating the tranquil mind, for creating freedom from craving. And then within that space that has that freedom, either from your mindfulness inside that meditation, or else upon emerging from that meditation, is the tremendous opportunity for insight to arise, for the Dhamma eye to be opened. So this is a really great meditation. If you would like to go to heaven, or if you'd like to be a non-returner who's going to leave this world of woe and flesh and illness and old age and dying, and just go to heavenly realm, and then eventually from that heavenly realm one has a chance to obtain their full awakening. But if you would like to never again experience the dukkha of this flesh world of beings that were born in the womb, then you could practice this meditation. And even if you don't gain your full liberation, you at least could be reborn in that blissful realm. And one can experience today being in a real state of bliss right now while we're in this meditation.